The walls are closing in on Harvey Weinstein. He's already fired from his job, but now everyone, I mean, the biggest names that everyone knows in Hollywood have all come out and condemned him and even accused him of even more sexual harassment.
Yeah, some of the names that actually built some of the studios that Harvey's been attached to and some of the films that he's made classic.
Angelina Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow are the new accusers. And in fact, we found out that Angelina's incident happened way back in '98. She had done a movie with Miramax, which was the company that Weinstein was running at that point. And she did the movie. It's called Playing by Heart. So after the way it works here in Hollywood, after they make these movies, then they go around and they do these press interviews. They call them junkets.
You sit down in one place, people interview you all day long about the movie and stuff.
And, you know, at this point, Harvey Weinstein went along on some of these junkets, and he was there for when Angelina was doing a junket for this movie, Playing by Heart. And she says that they were in a hotel room when he made a, quote, unwanted advance. She says she was taken aback, declined, and he backed off. But she always remembered that particular incident and had a bad taste in her mouth as far as Harvey Weinstein and Miramax went. In fact, she told the New York Times that her reaction after that was that she would not work with him ever again. And she warned other people, if they were going to work with him, she warned them about his behavior. And that was her take on it.
Which is, by the way, I like that. I mean, because one of the biggest things of this, since the story came out, is I like the fact that women are kind of supporting one another. But the sad thing is it was a secret support back then.
Right. And
like she secretly supported all of her actress friends, and they all knew it. They all knew it.
Right. And in fact, another to that point, Kelly, Gwyneth Paltrow also now coming out with her story. The New York Times spoke with her, and she says that her incident happened after she had been hired by Harvey Weinstein to do a movie called Emma. And this was in the mid-'90s. She said she was 22 years old. And she actually thought of Harvey Weinstein as her uncle. She said that was Uncle Harvey. But again, they were at the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills.
Which seems to be his den of activity, man. That's where everything goes down.
That's what they were saying. She says that
because he is married. Let's not forget that. Since 2004.
Right. She said that she was called up to his suite at the Peninsula.
With a hotel itself that has a pretty, it's a reputation.
Has a reputation in town, yes. So she went to the suite and he took her by the hand and suggested that they go to the bedroom. She, of course, rejected this and actually went on, at the time, she was dating Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and what's interesting about this, though, she was dating Brad Pitt at the time, and apparently Brad Pitt then confronted Harvey Weinstein and said, don't lay another hand on her. So this sounds like it was something that was sort of known in the industry that maybe Harvey had a proclivity for doing.
So Brad Pitt clearly knew and went to Harvey Weinstein. In fact, after that, Gwyneth says that Harvey Weinstein went to her and basically yelled at her for a long time, said, why did you tell Brad Pitt? Don't tell anyone else, don't tell anyone else.
Wow.
And she really thought she was going to be fired. And I think that shows, you know, the thing that makes this story so big in Hollywood, it's like, you're talking about a guy who wielded so much power in Hollywood, and there were people who were clearly afraid. Even the people who spoke to him about it didn't go public. They went, they said something to him, but they didn't go public.
And what's fascinating to me about these two people in particular is Angelina Jolie and Gwyneth Paltrow. They're like Hollywood royalty themselves. I mean, this is the daughter of John Voight. This is Blythe Danner's daughter. These aren't starlets coming off the bus and trying to make it big in Hollywood.
Not that it's okay either way.
No,
but
no,
I know what you mean.
Okay.
I know what you
I will say this. The one thing that's mildly annoying about this entire thing, as far as I'm concerned, is obviously it seems as if Harvey Weinstein has some major problems and the town is better having him boxed out. But for everyone to have kept this secret sort of as this great big secretive pact on this guy for so long and to be so outraged now that all of this is coming out, it's weird to me. It seems as if someone, at some point, if this was as widespread as people are making it seem.
Here's the great piece of tape that proves exactly how widespread, how widely known this was, and it was a thing that people talked about, buzzed about in Hollywood. This is Seth MacFarlane during he's announcing the Oscar nominees. What year was this?
I think it's like
I think it was 2012.
Yeah. 2012. He's announcing the Oscar nominees, and this is the joke that he cracked.
And Amy Adams in The Master. Congratulations, you 5 ladies no longer have to pretend to be attracted to Harvey Weinstein.
And that's an industry room. And they're
Industry room.
They're
Everyone's laughing.
because they
And
realize
Emma
the truth in
seemed
it.
a little
that
uncomfortable.
is an inside baseball kind of joke. You have to know why he's saying that. Like, I bet the average viewer at home was like, who's Harvey Weinstein? What does that mean? But
Right.
everybody in that
But
audience
everyone in the
knew
room
exactly what he meant.
And that they laughed.
Right.
It wasn't even like there was uncomfortable silence. They just laughed. So clearly, it was something people knew.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.